SEC tournament last year and just wanted to be a part of that. And someone that just loves baseball, it's really cool. One of the coolest environments I've pitched in. It's a pretty cool venue, and that was a lot of fun to be in that ball game.
So big game today for you guys facing Arkansas. Of course, LSU beat Arkansas 2 out of 3 in Baton Rouge early in the SEC season. Your roommate, Paul Skeens, is on the mound today. What do you hope to see from Paul today?
I'm so excited to watch him do his thing. As everyone knows, does it as consistent as anyone, and that's just what he does. So super excited to watch him go to work. It's special.
All right, Thatcher, we appreciate it. Again, congratulations on yesterday's game. Look forward to the rest of the postseason.
Thank you.
All right, Thatcher Hurd with us talking with Tigers. A lot more to come after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Coverage of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball in the SEC tournament continues. Time for a bracket check from the action in Hoover on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here at the Hoover Met on this Thursday afternoon, starting the night session here for the SEC tournament. It'll be number 3 seed LSU taking on number 2 seed Arkansas. But plenty of action, not only the last couple of days, but earlier today. And to update us on that, a check of the bracket, here's Bill Franquez. Bill?
All right, thanks so much, Chris. We'll go back, I guess, to Tuesday when it all started. Single elimination games. South Carolina beat Georgia 9-0. Texas A&M over Tennessee 3-0. Alabama over Kentucky 4-0. 3 straight shutouts. And then Auburn beat Missouri 10-4 in that single elimination portion. Then yesterday, of course, LSU opened the day with a 10-3 win over South Carolina. Arkansas with a thrilling extra inning victory, a walk-off home run for the Razorbacks to give them a 6-5 victory over Texas A&M. The walk-off homer was hit by Kendall Diggs, and that gave Arkansas that 6-5 victory in 10 innings. And then last night, Florida faced Alabama, and Florida defeated Alabama, a tremendous comeback late. Alabama took a 6-3 lead into the bottom of the 10th inning. Florida scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 10th, including a walk-off 3-run homer by catcher B.T. Ryapel, and that gave Florida a 7-6 victory. And then last night, in a very late game here at the Hoover Met, Vanderbilt defeated Auburn by a final score of 6-4. So that leads us to day 3 here at the SEC tournament. Already 2 games have been played. First elimination game of the day between South Carolina and Texas A&M, and Texas A&M got an excellent pitching effort. Another shutout here in the SEC tournament, already the 4th shutout in this tournament as Texas A&M defeats South Carolina 5-0. That eliminates the Gamecocks, and Texas A&M advances to play tomorrow at 3 o'clock. The Aggies will play the loser of this game between LSU and Arkansas. And then in the game just completed about 45 minutes ago, Alabama defeats Auburn by a final score of 7-4. So Auburn now eliminated from the tournament. Alabama advances into tomorrow's action. They'll play around 6:30 tomorrow against the loser of tonight's game between Florida and Vanderbilt. The LSU-Arkansas game slated to get underway shortly, and then about 30 minutes after our game, Florida will meet Vanderbilt. So that's the way the tournament stacks up right now. As far as LSU is concerned, if the Tigers win today, if they defeat Arkansas here this evening, LSU advances straight into the semifinal round. The Tigers would play on Saturday at noon. If LSU loses this game to Arkansas, the Tigers will play tomorrow at 3 o'clock in an elimination game against Texas A&M, Chris. And that's the way we're shaping up now, heading into this big matchup with the Razorbacks.
All right, thank you, Bill. That's a look around the SEC tournament presented by Visit Baton Rouge. We're ready. Are you? We'll continue with more. Up next, we take a look at the starting pitchers for both the Razorbacks and the Tigers. Should be a great matchup. Doug Thompson will break that down when we continue here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details. Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell. NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
Coverage of the SEC tournament in Hoover continues. Here's a scouting report on the game's starting pitchers from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here at the Hoover Met, getting ready for the first game of the nightcap. Two games coming up. The first will feature Arkansas and LSU. Again, these two teams met way back when at the early start of conference play, and the Tigers took 2 of 3 at home, but both teams obviously very different coming in here to late May. Let's take a look at the starting pitchers for both the Hogs and the Tigers. With that, once again, here is Doug Thompson. Doug?
Yeah, we'll start off looking at the Arkansas starter, left-hander Hagen Smith. He is 6'4", 215 pounds. He actually pitched in that game back on March 24th against the Tigers. Came in relief on Friday night. It went 4 2/3 and gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, but he had 8 strikeouts. And since then, he has struck out 8 2 other times and 7 4 times against Ole Miss, Georgia, Texas A&M, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt. So he's got good stuff. The Tigers are going to have to look for strikes early in the count. The left-handed pitcher has given them some trouble this year. They'll have to hunt that fastball early. The fastball's sitting in the low 90s. On the year, Smith is 8-1. He comes in with a 2.56 ERA and 15 appearances. This will be his 10th start of the year. He's worked 63 1/3 innings. He's allowed 42 hits, 19 runs, 18 of those have been earned. He has 37 walks and a very impressive 93 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting 191, but that's enough about Hagen Smith. Let's talk now about Paul Skeens. He is 10-1 with a 1.77 ERA. His 14 starts have